Our microphones are not muted.
That's weird.
Well,
That's
stop
right.
saying things.
Hey guys.
Well, there used to be cool music, but I got a copyright strike for copyright-free
you
music.
don't hear us
So
talking. Hello.
just imagine there's a cool metal song like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I love that stupid intro. It's so fun.
That's the best.
So the person who's responsible for that intro is here today.
Yeah. So happy Friday evening, everyone. Welcome to
Oh my god,
another episode of Grognards.
And by the way, everybody got a copyright strike for that.
We did.
Yeah.
Rich was the one that let me know right away. He was like, Dan, did you use copyrighted music? And I was like, no, it was no copyright and no attribution, and it wasn't supposed to be part of the auto scan fingerprint thing. He was like, well, I got a strike. I'm like, oh shit. All right, well, I tried. And now that's what we get. We get that intro. That'll be my intro forever because I love it.
I'm gonna have to do that for my show. I'm gonna have everybody sing the Game Master Rogers Neighborhood.
You know what my favorite part about that is like you and I were like making metal music songs for like 10 seconds, and then James finally chipped in during like the last second and a half.
Yeah.
So beautiful.
Yeah.
So, hey James,
Oh,
you want to hop on? Let me know, buddy. So yeah, happy Friday night.
Look at that.
Oh, where's the text on the screen? That would be because I am bad at my job, and normally, normally I have a helper, but my helper was like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do other stuff tonight.
You have a helper? Who's that?
James.
No.
Yes.
He's really?
James is my helper. Yeah.
James, I don't think we're talking behind your back. We're right here in front of you.
Yeah. Unless you're turned around.
Hey, wait a minute. Shellback.
Wow. Wow. Rude.
Listen, if it gets me the subs right now, I got to get.
Hey, I hit 200 today.
Yeah. Congrats.
Thanks.
Congrats, Dan.
Thanks. I did an OSE video with James and got like 30 subs off of one video. So
it's fantastic.
Nice.
It's fantastic.
Well, happy Friday night, Roger, Stan, Rich. How's it going?
Yeah.
Happy Friday night.
I'm celebrating. It was a long work week.
Ooh, I should have
Yeah, me too.
I should have a shot.
Is that water?
No, it's
this is water.
You're drinking coffee at 7 o'clock at night?
I have a problem. Yeah.
I had to cut back. I kept getting like cortisol dumps waking me up at like 3 a.m. That was lame.
Yeah. I generally avoid that sort of thing. Coffee like after 2 o'clock. Like I usually just have a cup in the morning and that's it.
Yeah.
But for late streams, for this and tomorrow night, I'll be drinking coffee.
Late? 7 p.m. is late?
No, this isn't that late. But after this ends, I'll be up doing stuff still.
Yeah.
So I'll be up for a couple hours, and then tomorrow we'll be up late. So I'll be drinking coffee.
That's true. Yeah, I normally drink coffee during Chubby's game because otherwise I can get kind of sleepy.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, definitely.
For as much crap as we give James, I also like to go to bed at a reasonable time.
Yeah, well, yeah, but James likes to go to bed earlier.
Right. Yeah.
So yeah.
Like 7 p.m.
Yeah.
So night, buddy. I know you're in chat. I know you got a, timer on that. So all right. Well,
what are we talking about today, Dan?
Today we are talking about like homebrewing adventures and how we do that for our various campaigns. And I thought you guys would have a whole lot of great ideas because you all run a lot of games. Like Rich runs a whole ton of games. You have an every day or every week game, and I've got a couple. Yeah. And Stan has 92 some odd Castles and Crusades session diaries. So he's got to have all sorts of good things.
He's got like 5 games a week going on or something now. It's crazy.
Do you really?
Not anymore.
Oh.
Shut up. You've got like 3.
No, maybe 2 at the most. Depends.
I'm down to just 1.
Yeah.
I'm just down to my Tuesday night Greyhawk Castles and Crusades campaign. And I brought my Thursday nights, which always struggled. I brought my Thursday night to an end. I was like, all right, I moved those two guys over to my Tuesday night, and then I just shut down my Saturday, evening OSE game. Kind of brought that to a close too, because it was hard to pull that off. So I just have one to focus on, which is awesome because that'll give me plenty of time to start writing adventures for my upcoming, conventions.
Well, and you had a really fun one that you definitely brewed up that you ran.
And I'm tweaking that, and
That's the Icon.
so Dan played in my my homage or adaptation of Red Nails for Hyperborea 3rd edition, which is far better than 5e because 5e sucks and you have to play that shit.
Thank you, Rich. I love you, buddy.
Yeah. And as a matter of fact, the next iteration of that, I will be running that twice at ShireCon, and this time it will have figures from the Monolith Red Nails box set that Ducato is currently painting for me. So, so the next group are going to get a much more upscaled version of that. So I'm really excited about that. And I'm still tweaking that adventure, make it a little bit more in depth because it worked out great with you guys, but
it ran really well.
A little bit more.
Yeah, we took about 20 minutes to actually make characters, which was fun. And
it took 35 or 40.
Did it really? It didn't feel like
it took like 35 minutes. Well, and that's something that when you're running your own games at a convention, for certain game systems you have to go with pre-gens, and as streamlined as I thought I made that, it could still have gone a little bit further in that streamlining. And so I'm going to just hand out 6 character sheets, and they'll have everything filled out but the names, so they can name their characters, and
get right to it
and get right into it.
Yeah, I would definitely say that Hyperborea is probably just over the line of where you'd want to make characters for a convention game.
Yeah. Shadow Dark OSE,
sure. Unless you're going to run like a 2-hour game or something, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hours or something like that. But
Shadow Dark is definitely a game that a game system that you can make up characters in 5 minutes.
5, 10 minutes, 15 minutes if somebody doesn't know the system at all.
Yeah.
You can, So.
Yeah. So since you mentioned, you based it off of Red Nails, did you read when you were building that out, did you read the original Red Nails Robert E. Howard story, or did you focus on
I've read that 100 times, but
Yeah.
I actually wanted, because I wanted the visualization that I grabbed out my Savage Sword #3 and use that, and I actually brought that to the table, so it was at the table for that.
Yeah, I love those books, the omnibuses. They're so good. I wish they weren't $100. So
I brought the real deal. I brought the real deal.
He did. He brought the actual comic, which was nice.
I brought the actual Savage.
Nice.
It was actually Savage Tales #3.
Yeah,
what?
I saw you reference it at the table too a couple times.
Yeah.
So
I used it for the images because my iPad wasn't uploading the images that I put on there.
Yeah, and JBash, it's hyperboreacharacter.com. That's what you're looking for.
Yeah, I heard about that. I haven't looked at it. Have you checked it out?
It's awesome. I'm gonna do a video on it.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
I have to double check that too.
Yeah, it's hyperboreacharacter.com. It's a character creator for it. You can whatever you don't fill in, it'll randomize for you. So if you just click generate character right off the rip, but you put in level 4, or not a level, but an experience amount, it'll generate you a character. It's really quick. It's awesome.
Oh, wow,
so
that's awesome.
I actually recorded a video on it, but it turns out that for whatever reason, my what do you call it? The noise cancellation stuff I had set up in OBS was turned off, so you could hear the dogs barking, the child screaming, the dehumidifier behind me, the child falling and smacking her head at one point, dogs barking again. Yeah, it was just bad, so I got to redo it. But
fantastic.
Yeah, I've also done some literary inspiration, which for adventures, which I tend to refer to as a theft. but because I'm not that creative. But it works great.
Well, I mean,
What?
let's be honest. I mean, everything that's like it's very rare that there's like an adventure or a movie or a book or anything now that is that can say, hey, this is 100% new and nothing is taken.
That's fair. But
I mean, I'm not one of those everything's been done already, guys, but like, a lot of stuff is heavily borrowed.
yeah. So, but like Clark Ashton Smith has some good short stories that I've swiped from and will continue to swipe from. Robert E. Howard, of course. Things I've read in other books that I've adapted for games. So, but it works very, very well. So, what about you, Stan? What do you do when you're making homebrew adventures?
Most of my stuff is homebrew, with probably the exception of like if I run weekly for our weekly group, I've run pre-written stuff for that. So, but my CNC campaign is mostly home, almost probably 99%.
That's cool.
So, yeah, so it's all just different ideas that flow into my head, and then that campaign started off as kind of like a West Marches campaign, and then it's not that anymore. But when I had a lot more players, I didn't want to worry about scheduling at all. So, which was the biggest headache for my previous campaign. And yeah, so I would just throw out different ideas, and I just let them latch onto them and run with it. And like I said, pulling inspiration from books and matter of fact, the area they're in, or the area they started in, was heavily inspired by. I was reading books by or listening to books by John Glynn at the time, and his first two series that he did that are connected, they were really good, and I pulled a lot of inspiration from them.
Rich is one of Agile's favorite D&D gents. Look at that, Rich. Much love from Agile to you. So you've had 90 plus sessions and it's like 99% homebrew. You haven't dropped in any like modules or adventure sites or anything?
No.
That's impressive.
The only thing I can say that I dropped in is the Raw to 7 parts arc. Use I'm using the old, I think it's 2nd edition box set. But even that, I didn't really I did my own thing. Like I use there's an initial encounter in that book or in that set on how you can get like the first piece and get the party rolling with it. They kind of give you a bunch of different options. I took one of those and introduced that scenario to them. And it wasn't even the entire adventure. It was just a single encounter. And then after that, it's been, I've taken a little bit here and there, but I'm not following that at all.
Yeah, my Tuesday night game that I was running Tales of the Valiant in, they TPK'd this week. They were level 9 or 10, I think. So that was hilarious. It was 99% homebrew. The one time I dropped in something, it was Tower of the Stargazer. And a bunch of level 10, essentially 5 APCs, ran away screaming from a level 1 Lamentations Tower. So, hi Gary, how you doing, buddy?
Yeah, with the Raw to 7 parts stuff, I'm using the lore and stuff from it. Just
right.
And I probably used actually 2 encounters because one of the I don't want to say actually the other one because my players might watch this too. But I have used some of the stuff. But even that wasn't whole cloth. It was basically I took one of the characters got sucked off to the lair of the Queen of Chaos, who's the
he got what?
big bad, and yeah, that came out phrasing. And
whoa,
I used that description, but that was about it of the lair. But that was about it. The rest of it was all mine.
Okay, cool. What about
Thought
Roger?
we were playing a different game for a minute there. Hey,
I mean-
I want to ask. You mentioned Tales of the Valiant.
Yeah.
You've been running that. So originally, when that was kind of coming out and they were creating it, it was kind of billed as basically the it was going to be 5e, right? The bare bones kind of 5e thing. And I know they kind of made some changes and stuff. There's like a luck thing and things like that. How is it? Compared to 5e,
It is.
Does it run smoother and all that.
It does run smoother. If I was going to run 5e again, I would run Tales of the Valiant over 2014. I would not run 2024 at all. They definitely did some smoothing out of it, I would say. Like, for instance, they call them talents instead of feats. All of the talents just give you like a new feature, and then you add a +1 to whatever you want, right? Because in like 5e, a lot of it is like, oh, this is okay, but I don't get a +1 to a stat, and then I kind of really need it. They also, all the 5e 2014 feats that were like clearly far and away the best ones, like Great Weapon Master and Sharpshooter and that kind of stuff, those have all been reworked. So it's all right. I don't think I would run it again. So because they TPK'd, they're waking up next week in the Land of the Dead with the same characters, but it'll be Swords and Wizardry.
Yeah, okay.
So, or
I just
possibly
saw it.
CNC.
I glossed over it because it's basically another 5e clone, like a 5, type of thing, and so
Yeah.
But then I've heard later that even though it kind of started as their way of, trying to have a game that you can run with all the 5e stuff, that they did make some changes. So
yeah, they did. One of the things that they actually added that I like is Doom for the Dungeon Master. So Doom is whatever their proficiency bonus, I get that many Doom points each combat, and I can use that to like auto hit an attack, auto save, automatically make a save, force one of them to fail a save. So like that's cool, or like take another action or something like that. Some other options.
Cool.
And the one thing I will say, just real quick, since you asked, they have excellent guidelines in both the referee's manual and the monster manual for how to like apply. I forget what they call them. It's kind of like how to like reskin a monster. They're like, if you want to be like make a fire variant, I think is what they call it. If you want to make a fire variant, consider like for these hit dice ranges, give it these types of abilities if you want. And they have that for like everything, like void and like, light and everything. Yeah.
So like a template.
Yes, templates. That's what they call them. Yeah.
Yeah.
But they're really they're great. So
yeah. Yeah, I really like templates from 3rd edition.
Yeah.
They were a little much.
I like that.
Yeah, I think it's a great idea. And I liked how they kind of gamified all that stuff. So you can say, oh, okay, like this undead creature doesn't exist, but here's the form of how to convert a live creature into an undead one.
Yeah.
But yeah. I mean,
It's
good luck with that.
That's one of the things I like about Tales of Argosa does that. Like they have, I talked about it on the stream, but they have like you can basically give any monster you want the big bad template, or there's like a medium like middle boss template. I think there's 2 different ones, but it just really beefs them up, and it's designed so like that monster can fight a party, whereas 5th edition tried to do that, but it didn't really work that well.
Right.
With like layer actions, and which I like that stuff, layer and legendary actions. I thought that was good. My biggest problem with those is I would forget to use them sometimes. But if you used them right, they could really help.
For me, like layer actions fall in the same category as like what do they call them, Doom or whatever in Daggerheart, or like
they call it what was
it's the thing that the Bane or whatever the game master gets their currency, or like in Cypher system with the XP you get like things, I'm going to pay you XP to do this thing, to do a GM intervention or whatever. Fear, that's what they're called.
Fear,
Thank you, Chthonic. And like for that, like the legendary actions fall under that, like for me, where it's like they're sort of giving permission to the GM to like do these things. And for me, like the way I look at it is just just do it.
Yeah.
Like let the environment do a thing, or let something terrible happen, or even like like Deathbringer, right? I'll bring that up. Like he's been really good about like roll a d4 at the beginning of combat, and then when that ticks down, something terrible happens.
I do that all the
Right.
time.
So,
That's a
something
great,
explodes, something
yeah.
catches on fire.
Mhm.
But you could use that as a layer action or any kind of thing like that. So I don't know if I really like systems like that. Like I don't know. I get it. Like people need to learn, but like also you need to learn without crutches. You know what I mean? Like because
Yeah.
otherwise you learn that you can't do that, and that you have rules that you have to follow and all that, and then and then when you get into like, I don't want to say a real system, right? That's normally what I'd say, but I'm trying to be, a nice person here. But no. But once you get into, like D&D or something, old school D&D, and you try to run that, and it's like all of a sudden you're like, oh well, I don't know, I can't do all of these things because
Yeah, there's
because
definitely
you
a
don't have permission
learning
or
curve.
whatever. And it's like, no, you just do it when you feel it's necessary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do it. Anyway, I'm getting way off topic. I apologize. What was the question again, Dan?
No, to get back to Jay Bash's, comment there,
Yeah.
GMs don't need permissions for anything. With Modifius's Conan 2D20, it had both the momentum and the doom. And the doom was the mechanic for the, for the game master to, they would earn doom during the course of the player's actions, or misactions, and then that's how they ended up with that. And then they could change the circumstances that the player characters were facing. And to Jay Bash's point, I was like, I'm not using that. It was like, if I feel that they need a fire lit under their ass, I'm going to throw something at them to get them rolling again. If I feel that they're not being challenged enough, then I'm going to up the challenge, not because I have some token that I'm going to spend to do that. I'm going to use it because I feel that it's really necessary.
Mhm.
Now, on the other hand, the players,
Yeah.
they have the momentum system, and the other thing that system also had was it had displays, which were phenomenal, very very cinematic. So if they did a certain number of things that earned them momentum, they would unlock certain displays that they can then use. And although the system said that was a secondary action, I was like, nobody would ever do a display rather than attack. So I just made it, well, no, you've earned it, you get to use it. And displays were something, let me describe it to you. The best display was you killed 15, you killed 15 minions in like one round, which was
Tora
certainly
is correct.
possible in that, especially with momentum generating and everything. And then you knock down the boss and just knock them down. And then you've earned now a display. And the display is that you cut off his head, you raise it up above and display it to the rest of the minions, and it automatically cracks their morale and they just freaking bolt, and it was just such a cool thing to happen that I was like, and I haven't come across any systems that do that as well. So so yeah, when homebrewing, to bring it back to our topic, when homebrewing, I find that not just homebrewing the adventure, but homebrewing the game mechanics, or really house ruling the game mechanics for that more cinematic and just exciting kind of gameplay to take place at the table is also, I think, equally important than just writing your own adventures. You should be writing your own game tweaks, mechanical tweaks to make the gaming experience much better.
Dan, can you pull up OSR campsites
Yep.
quote again?
Yeah.
I want to. So that says, as a DM, you shouldn't need permission to run your big bad monsters the way you need to. Like I agree. I agree with that 100%. I will just say one thing. I would not change the way combat works without like letting the players know about it. Like I wouldn't have like extra attacks or like change the way that, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, you run the bad guy like the way you want to, but make sure your players know, hey, when there's a boss monster,
Yeah.
they get extra actions, they get to go between players' turns. You know what I mean? Because if they're playing Shadow Dark, they're going to expect to get all the way around the table before you get a turn again. If you all of a sudden say, like, after every person goes, oh, this thing happens, and you get, clawed, or or the room falls apart, or, whatever, they're going to be like, oh, we didn't know, you know what I mean? And then if that kills them or causes problems, it's on you because they didn't know that was going to happen. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, that's
So
fair.
they should know the rules of the combat. That's all I'll say about
Yeah,
that.
I mean, like I've had like single boss monsters where I said, okay, this is going on initiative 20, 14, and 7.
Yeah.
Good luck. Like I've done that.
Right.
So
I'm usually always changing how monsters work, so
yeah,
my
me
players
too.
just kind of always accept. Like they're like, oh, great, like, oh, this guy's tough or whatever.
Yeah.
But
I have
don't
a
much
player
issue
that
with
gets really excited and looks up monsters online. So
Yeah.
I can't use
Oh,
anything
my
that has like a
God.
published stat block.
Yeah,
Chase.
mine don't do that, but they just
That's for a
expect me to
different
have
episode,
changed
but
it.
yeah, I have that problem.
Oh, do you? Yeah.
Yeah, not so much I mean, I have, yeah. People
I
like
change
creed
monsters up
things.
just to change things up and
Yeah,
make it a little bit a little bit unpredictable for them, or
Mm.
it's sometimes it makes it just a little bit more gonzo, weird, surprising, scary, whatever pulls off just a different feeling. Oh, we're not fighting just another zombie again,
yeah.
kind of thing.
That's what's really great about homebrew. Whether it's the world or adventures or whatever, is that you don't have to worry about, like, all of it's new. Like if the players might know what things are or whatever and have an idea, but like the characters, they're not going to know. The PCs aren't going to have an idea. So like if everybody's been playing, Shadow Dark for years, and then all of a sudden, the brand new first level PCs come across skeletons, they know how many hit points they have. They know what they are, but like
Yeah.
if they don't have any idea what the thing is, they have no idea if they should run or not, so it's kind of interesting. They got to try and feel their way through it. And that's something that I learned even recently. This is, goes into the homebrew thing where we switched over to Forbidden Lands to try that. And I'm using my existing homebrew world for it. And I used some of the adventure sites in the Forbidden Land books that I put out. And I used one of the small towns because I thought it was interesting. And as soon as I named it, that somebody was headed there, an NPC was headed there, one of the players in the game immediately was like, oh, that place, yeah, we're not going there, fuck that, like, because he's like, oh no, that's a bad place, we don't want to go there, there's bad shit going on there, like, whatever. And then immediately the other players in the game were like, oh yeah, then we don't want to go there then. Whereas if they didn't know, and if the town name, if I just said that it was, Bob's place, they would have said, oh, do we want to stop here? Would it, you know what I mean? And they may have stopped there or whatever. So I think that's like a thing with homebrew is, I think it's good for homebrew to have different things, even if you're just reskinning existing things.
I was just
Like,
about to say that.
Yeah.
I love adventures that are like adventure sites that you can
Mhm.
very easily reskin.
Mhm.
So that's Greg Gowron's Lost Tomb of Cascock Moth the Undying.
Yeah.
His
I mean,
second Kickstarter is going on soon, by the way.
I've run Keep on the Borderlands. There's a ton of different copies of Keep on the Borderlands out there.
Yeah.
I've ran a ton of different ones. Multiple times in different games for the same people.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't see that it's the same because I might spread the caves out, or put a cave in each separate hexes, you know what I mean, and different, just use them in different places and all of that stuff, or rearrange them, and people don't realize that it's the same thing, because they don't remember the layout of the cave.
Anytime I use a module as inspiration, I will I'll do the same thing. I will change the whole story up. I basically just steal the maps, and even
Yeah.
then I alter them. I'll put them up into into Paint, and then just eliminate sections of them, and just make it something different, or like what Roger said. I mean, I took Barrow Maze and I separated the big,
Oh
those
my God,
maze
yeah.
components
Yeah.
to different
Yeah.
places. Like, to me, I'm not a mega dungeon person. To me, it doesn't make sense unless you have factions that they're going to get involved with and everything, and they have resting points or whatever. And I was like, nah, I'm just going to break this thing up into,
Yeah.
just different locations, and still have the general storyline behind it. But even that, I kind of, that kind of petered out on me, because I think it was too tied to just the story of Barrow Maze, and that just wasn't my thing. I like to homebrew my my adventures so much that I don't like to just use what's already published.
Yeah. Yeah, I do a lot of reskinning. When like I do like a ton of just straight up homebrew. Like when I'm on conference calls at work and I'm just like listening and paying attention, just in case anyone from my office is here. I do listen on all those calls. But you never know. I don't think they know I have YouTube. No, I'm not gonna get fired. But like I this is the, if you watch the Monday night game, like I made the blue hole under the Oasis. I just doodled it up during a conference call, and then just over the week, filled in some rooms and came up with some ideas, and yeah.
So Rich mentioned changing up maps. So so on the Wii, right, the Nintendo Wii, a long time ago, Roger used to be a Legend of Zelda fan. Still am, really. I just don't have time to play the games. But so Link, in case you guys don't know, is left-handed.
Yes.
And Roger is also left-handed. So that's a fun fact. Write that down. It'll show up in a quiz someday. But at CNY. But spoilers. But anyway, so Link is left-handed. So when they made it for the Wii, right, they had the game that was on the GameCube, and then they made it for the Wii. When they ported it over, it was weird because the Wii had the motion thing, so you had to do it left-handed. So you had to put the joystick in your left hand and use it.
You talk about Twilight Princess
as a sword, yeah. So what they ended up doing, was it Twilight Princess? Yeah.
No, it might have been Skyward Sword.
No, it might have been Skyward, whatever one it was. The first one that came out with for the Wii. What they ended up doing is to make it better for right-handed people. Is all they did is they mirrored the entire game.
Right.
So now Link was right-handed, all the enemies were left-handed, and all the maps were backwards because all the maps in the game and everything got mirrored. And I was like, oh, that's amazing, because then I could run Tomb of Horrors, and even people that knew it would be like, okay, if we go left, we die. If we go right, it's okay. So let's go right. And
that's a good idea.
Down the left hallway or whatever. And like even something that simple, people just like, they get so turned around and they're like, wait, what? What just happened? Like, and they have no idea. And so yeah, it like when Rich says like, yeah, moving the map or changing the map around, like you really don't have to, don't like take apart the entire thing in Photoshop and redo pathways and all of that stuff. Just mirror it, flip it or whatever, So
they mirrored the floor plans of my house, and then not all of the installations matched the new flip. That's why when I did my my air unit up in the attic, they were like, "This is backwards." So I was like, "Yeah," because the house floor plans are backwards. And they never flipped that thing around. So yeah.
So you got a left-handed house.
Yeah. My garage is on the opposite side. My, everything flipped, but some of the installations.
That's funny.
Wow, that's interesting.
A left-handed house. Well done.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
So, but do any of you guys ever use like this bad boy?
I've never seen that.
I haven't.
I use similar book, like the Raging Swan
I read
stuff.
through some of it and everything. It's just, it's I would say it's very academic, and you'll get awesome ideas from it, everything like
Mhm.
that. But
Yeah.
I just sit down and I just start creating an adventure. I kind of have an idea of what the big stakes are, and then I
Yeah.
just build around it, and it's you know I've been doing that for decades, so it's not across different systems, so it's not something that I really need to use a
Yeah.
lot of, because I know one of the questions, before coming in here is, do you use any kind of like,
I agree, Stan.
charts or graphs or randomized tables and such? And no, I just go off the top of my head.
Yeah. That's usually what I'm doing. I really like that book better than the tables and stuff that are in it. The stuff that's in the margins. Like there's just a list of just
Yep.
words and stuff in the margins, and you can
Yeah,
just
on
pull.
every single page.
Yeah, you just
Yeah.
pull some words and random page, grab a word, flip to another random page, grab another word, and that can be the basis of your idea or whatever. But
Yeah, I have a smaller version of that. What it was, it's like Tome of Adventure Design.
yeah, that's the older one.
The
yeah,
Frog
Yeah.
God one.
That's the this one.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that one's awesome, Stan.
yeah,
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the original one. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and
Yeah.
when I looked at it, I was like, all right, I already have this. That's why I didn't get the physical of the other. I just got the PDF of the other, and I was like, all right, I'm good to go with this. But yeah, it's a great resource if you're, I don't know, if you're just like at a mental block for ideas, or it's
Mhm.
great for making like adventure seeds, which is something that I've been doing for my current campaign. Is that I don't flesh out adventures anymore. I just came up with like almost like the Book of Layers, right? So little adventure seeds,
Yeah.
and then I just wing it from when my players say, hey, we're going to go do this one, because they usually have a choice between three or so adventure seeds, and then I flesh it out as they go. I'm just feeding off of whatever they're doing, and just very sandboxy, very unplanned, and very responsive to their actions.
Yeah, I do a lot of winging it when I'm running a game. So generally I'll have like a premise or a few like thoughts or hooks, and I'll present them, and I like to just kind of react to what the players do,
Mhm.
right? I don't want to say this week you guys are going to that tower. I just like to kind of set the scene and roll with what they do, and I often find that a lot of the random shit I pull out of my ass winds up becoming like adventure seeds for future sessions. Right. It's actually been kind of refreshing running a game online on Mondays, because midweek I can be like, what the hell did I say last week? And like go, rewatch that 5 minutes and be like, oh yeah, that was pretty good. And then, build on it from there. So
Sometimes with my stuff, it depends on what we're doing. Like if I know that they're going to like a certain area, and if it's something that I'm going to use like a lot of terrain and miniatures for, and it doesn't have to be a lot actually, but sometimes I just go down. We do that in the basement. That's where my big table's at. And I'll go down sometimes, with a blank table, but I'll have an idea, like a kind of an idea what I want to do. And I just start building
Yeah.
based on that original idea. And then all my ideas, it expands out from there, like the dungeon or the adventure grows from there. Um, that's almost like reverse engineering it. A lot of times you
Gotcha,
come in
Steve.
with like
Yeah.
a full plan and then build your terrain for that. I often, most of the time, do it in reverse. Like I'll have, oh, we're gonna have this encounter
Mhm.
most likely, that because they've let me know, like, hey, we're going to confront so and so. I'm like, okay, great. What's so and so's place look like?
Right.
So I do it that way, and then um I said I use the Raging Swan books. Like those are a little bit more specific. It's not like the other book that one you guys are holding up. I mean, that's to generate an adventure. This one is
Right.
like this one here, the Dread Lair Nomicon is all about layers. So like if my guys were like going to a Etten lair and I was stumped for ideas, I just like go through and just start picking
Yeah.
out things in the Etten lair that I like that I would put in my notes so I'd remember, oh, there's a giant carcass hanging out front or of the lair or something, just little things like that, little flavor
Mhm.
things. I'll use those. I really like the Raging Swarm books, these two books especially.
Yeah. No, they definitely look awesome. And I know they're starting to redo the covers on some of them. Hopefully they get to all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're doing the three. Well, I
main
don't know if they're
three.
doing. I know these two they're doing. They did for sure. And then I think they did the Dungeonomicon too, which I have over there. But that one's a little bit. I mean, I think it's more specific. It is. It's written for their setting. You could use it anywhere. I mean, it's very generic in that regard.
Mm.
And those are nice though. Like those things are nice. I've talked about them before. But they're nice because they give you like a framework, but you got to fill in like the monsters and if there's traps or if there's what's the treasure and all that stuff. So you have to do that. It just gives you a little nudge to do that. And you can do them pretty quick if you have, just a little bit of time.
Yeah. I've done a handful. I've done a lot of stuff like Dan is talking about, where you're just riffing off of whatever the players are doing.
Do a lot of that too.
Yeah.
A lot of that stuff. There are times though where I like to be prepared and have like more of a, because I think you can have a more polished product or whatever if you're trying
Yep.
to create something ahead of time. But yeah, I mean, I either way, I mean, I think it's important to run
I
or
agree,
at
Agile.
least read through modules that are made for the system
Yes.
that you're designing for before you just go home brewing stuff.
Agreed.
Because I think that's the best way to get the flavor of the game. I mean, you could read the stuff that's in the core books and all that, but read through the modules, the official modules for it, and you'll see kind of how they're designed, and then you kind of have a design space and say, okay, this is, and then
Well,
change it or do
Yeah, and
whatever
like
you want
and
with
you
it.
get themes and moods and stuff too for the
Yeah.
system, right? Like, some are going to be a lot more high fantasy, some are going to be weird science fantasy, really good games are weird science fantasy, and then
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say you wouldn't even have to do like the official because for me it would really depend on what is the tone that I'm looking for, right? So
true.
I ran
Sure.
a 5e campaign that was very much like a grim dark campaign, horror and all that. And I mean, there was no official D&D adventure 5e adventure I was gonna read for that. So it was
Yeah.
more like, oh, I'm reading Warhammer, old Warhammer Fantasy or The Witcher or stuff like that to get that flavor and tone that I wanted.
Yeah, I agree with Jay Bash here. Books of adventure sites. I love adventure sites. That's why I love like little modules, right? This is an adventure site. Greg wrote it as a,
Yeah.
like a one shot, like a 4-hour thing. Like, this is what your characters are doing today type of thing. And you can just
Yeah,
plop
those
them in
things are
wherever.
very helpful.
Yeah, they're great.
Yeah, I did that with the Lair books.
Which are those,
my
Rich?
party, they were traveling to
When in doubt.
Oh, Book of Lairs
Yeah,
and Book of
Book of
Lairs too.
Lairs,
Yeah,
When in doubt,
that's
go
true.
straight
Yeah.
go straight to the original. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? It's like especially if I have something where not enough players show up, and it's like, well, there's only 3 of us here, you guys are in a position where you can do something very minor, that only requires the 3 of you, and then I'll just jump into one of these and pull something out.
Mhm.
And boom,
Yeah.
it's a single session. You can tone them down, you can increase them, and yeah, and I like going back to the original sources as much as possible. And yeah,
I
nice
like the,
flex. Yes, yeah,
Yeah.
that is a flex to have, to have these guys, and yeah, I find them invaluable.
Yeah, I do agree with what Stan was saying about how like for like pretty much any version of D&D, right? We all know what D&D is. Most everybody knows what D&D is. You don't need to run a D&D module to kind of get the theme of the world or anything like that. But I do think it can be helpful when you're learning a new system.
Yeah.
For sure.
I mean, I
If you're running
kind of
something brand
disagree
new.
with you, but
You disagree with me?
I mean, I think that if somebody's running for the first time, they should run an official module.
For the first time for a system? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Even
Like
if
the
it's
starter
D&D.
module that comes with the box
Even
set.
if it's D&D. Yeah.
Yeah.
Even if it's D&D, Dan, even though everybody knows what D&D is or whatever, like I think they don't really know until they've run it.
Okay.
So I think like running the starter box stuff or adventure, something like that.
So running like Lost Mines of Phandelver or Dragons of Icespire Peak for 5e or something like that.
Yeah, if you're gonna run 5e, I think run that. Yeah.
Yeah, like Pathfinder 2 has a I don't know if they still make it. Shit, I don't even know if Paizo's still around. Topical.
Up until next week, maybe.
Yeah.
But like it has a really good starter box. So yes, it does. It has Keep on the Borderlands, Torah, or whatever the heck they made.
5e doesn't have a starter module. Sure, they do.
Yeah.
Phandelver is the starter module.
Yeah, Phandelver.
I think he's talking 2024.
All of the box sets had, from 1st to 6th level,
2024. Yeah, they get a box set.
What?
2024. If he's talking about 2024, they get a box set.
Yeah, they got Keep on the Borderlands.
Yeah.
Oh, is it out of print? Well, rip.
Oh, well, you know what that means?
Sucks.
That means a new one's coming.
Yeah. And it'll probably be trash. I look forward to the starter adventure for Dark Sun 5.5. That'll be great.
Oh, it's going to be awesome.
I never looked at any of the. I played in Phandelver. I would recommend the original Phandelver. You can always convert it if you do need a module. That's actually a good adventure. I thought I enjoyed it. As a player anyway, I had fun. And
yeah, I ran Phandelver.
The rest of their stuff, not as much.
Garbage.
Phandelver was good. I enjoyed it.
You can say it's garbage.
Phandelver is
worse. The worst was the Stranger Things starter set. Oh my god, that adventure is unplayable.
That's
unplayable.
No one of consequence just called out the Hellfire Club starter pack. I never watched Stranger Things. I never got into Stranger Things. I tried. I didn't care. So, well, I hope you enjoy the Sandbox Generator, Steven.
Yeah. So there's two different Stranger Things sets. There's the one from a couple years ago that came with the
original one.
The mini. Yeah. The original one. I think that's the one Rich is talking about.
Yes.
Right. That was unplayable.
Yeah. The Hellfire one's different.
The Hellfire Club one has a lot of stuff in it, and I think it's pretty cool. Because it's definitely
it's a board
game, whatever. But it's easier to run out of the box. I'm not saying it's great or whatever, but I mean, if you're gonna run 2024, I mean, get that and try it and run it. I mean, that's
okay. That's fair. Or
really, it's $100 now.
Wow.
Jesus. I have it.
The older Stranger Things boxes figure is like $100. The figure alone, I'll sell that shit.
It's good.
Is that the one with the?
I'll sell it to you for $70.
Yeah, here's a Demogorgon.
The
Demogorgon.
Well,
I
he's
got
a
two of
wussy
them
anyway. So,
jeez. Chris,
that was the greatest disappointment of my lifetime because I bought this thing thinking that I could convince my daughters to play Dungeons and Dragons, and they were like, "What? No, we don't want to read books."
Because they were into Stranger Things?
Yeah, they were. Yeah, they were totally into Stranger Things because they like the boys.
Yeah,
not because D&D or anything. They didn't give a crap about that.
Right.
Just like the
but
boys.
That's if they like Stranger Things, you got to try and get them to run. You got to try and run like Kids on Bikes or something like that for them. That's a better system because then they get to be the kids.
Or Call of Cthulhu because
Stranger
David. Things was more Call of Cthulhu than it was.
Or something, and there is a Call of Cthulhu like kids, like adventure
really?
or something out there that I saw or something.
Yeah,
I know there's a Call of Cthulhu cartoon. I've watched that, a few times, but I didn't know there was a kids game for Call of Cthulhu.
I don't know if it's a.
It's not a kids game.
It's not a kids game. It's a game where you play as younger.
And then there's different
people or whatever.
It's banned at freaking what was that? The Dragon Con in the UK. You can't have You know, there was a guy that got banned for running a game that was like teenagers, you know, basically in a horror thing, and
Wow.
yeah, it did not go well.
Yeah, this is the thing that
lame.
I saw is geared more like it, where
Alright.
like you start off as like kids and then like you play an adventure years later or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a box set or if it's
It's a
just a
book.
book. Do you know anything about it? It's a book.
Yeah, I'm gonna start playing it next week, I think.
Yeah.
What's it
My
called?
weekly game. I don't.
And are you going to play it?
I'm not.
You're going to play it as kids, and then
Yeah.
for like a handful of
Yeah,
and then
there's
play as
3
grown-ups?
different. The way it was explained to us is there's 3 different stages to it. And I think you're older at every stage.
Yeah.
That's about. I don't know a lot about it, but I'm looking forward to it. So
Actually,
I'll be able to fill people in more when I get some time on it.
Yeah, we'd love to hear about it.
I unfortunately did J-Bash, and the game took so long to come out, and it was so lame by the time it finally did come out. I was very sad. Tor and I lament about it regularly.
actually, Roger, on that subject, I'm writing a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles adventure for
Yeah.
CMYCon for kids.
Oh, I love it.
That's
I
cool.
love it.
So
I
it,
love
it
it,
should be
Rich.
fun. I know you had more teenagers at your convention than I've seen at any other convention.
I love
to be
them.
honest.
They're all
I
my
know
daughter's
most of them are
friends.
probably your daughter's friends that all came in to visit, you know, but
Well, they play
You know.
they play D&D, they play Shadow Dark.
7
Yeah,
Eastern,
yeah,
Chris.
So
yeah.
I'm expecting to get a table full of 13 plus,
Well,
you know,
Yeah.
or 13 to, let's say 15.
What are you going to have? You're going to have pre-made mutants, or are you going to let them pick like some of the turtles and their allies?
No,
or-
they'll go with. No,
what's-
I'm thinking of, because I don't like stepping on timelines and everything. So I'm gonna be reading The Last Ronin. So it's a kind
That's
of like
good.
where
I've
just
read that.
Michelangelo
Okay.
was left, and then
Whoa! Spoilers.
if you don't know that, that's been around since what, like 2012.
I read it.
It's
I
like,
read it. I
yeah,
know.
Superman died in issue number 100 too. You know
What?
Um,
Whoa! I'm only on
Ruined.
issue 12. Hang on. What are you doing? Jesus Christ! Next thing you're going to tell me that after he died, like 4 imposters came back and claimed to be
yeah,
him.
yeah. The Lost. Everybody died in the Lost too. They were all dead, right? So anyway,
Yeah.
yes, I am writing something. They will have some character creation, so I will, you know, I'll try to streamline that as much as possible. Although it apparently is very much streamlined, and
It is.
I'm just hoping that they come out with a PDF of it so that I can print out the pages for the kids to have at the table so they can quick reference it.
For
You
the
know,
Was that-
for the book.
Was that
So yeah,
it's not
Chaosium
a-
that did that game?
Yeah, Chaosium put out the game, but they don't have a PDF for it.
There's not a
Um,
PDF for it.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
PDF for the
No
the
PDF at all
current
for the new
Redux
TMNT.
edition of it.
Oh, okay.
That was a big thing during the Kickstarter, was that there was no electronic version of the book. If
Okay.
there
I-
is,
I
and
mean,
you've
they must
acquired
have
it,
one,
yeah, they would have had to have one for printing purposes.
right?
So
Okay. I don't.
In that
Okay.
Chaosium
I
is
thought that I
Palladium-
was given
Palladium.
one, but
But yeah,
Yeah, I had heard there
I've
was
been trying to
no-
reach out to them, and I got to go through. I'm going to reach out through Max over at Legion of Myth, because he talks to those guys every week, multiple
Yeah,
times a week. I'd be like, hey, where is this? The PDF of this will sell like hotcakes. I mean, because it's just makes it so much easier. Either that, or I can always use the old ones, because I don't think the rules change that much. But you know, I
No,
do know
they
that
haven't.
they
I
have
don't think they have.
sanitized the insanity rules from the
Well,
old.
it depends on
to
which
the
version.
present.
Depends
Yeah.
on which version you have too.
Well, I have the original version.
I do too.
Yeah,
I do too.
So Roger,
it's in a
Agile
plastic baggie on the shelf.
would like
There
you
is
to
no
know
Easter
that,
bunny and no
I know
tooth fairy.
who-
Shut up! You're
and
lying.
Deporbus also
can't
wants you to
prove
know that Frodo drops the ring in lava.
Yeah.
What?
To
I
which
didn't get to that part yet.
to
No,
which I clarified.
no.
Technically, he drops the ring into
He-
Gollum's waiting hands.
Yeah, I was gonna say he throws it.
Yeah.
Gollum catches that thing like Tom Brady tossed it to him,
Yep.
and then abruptly,
Yes, Gollum dies.
allegedly.
Let everybody know.
Oh, and while
Allegedly.
we're at it, Sephiroth kills Eris at the end of Disc 1 of Final Fantasy VII. Sorry.
Stop saying that.
See, that I didn't know because I've never finished Final Fantasy
Stop
VII,
saying
so.
that.
Mm,
That saddens me.
yeah.
And you can get Aerith into disc 2. It's just
Oh, yeah, you absolutely can. But if she shows up in any cutscene, it breaks the game.
See,
no. I mean,
we
like
did learn that
legitimately, you
both,
can.
that both
you
Roger and Link are both left-handed, so that
Yeah.
should be your sales pitch to be in the live action now. You could have gone for that role and said, "Hey, I should be Link because I am left-handed as well."
Yeah, I don't know about that,
Hyrule
maybe.
themed CNY Con.
I think I already have the thing picked out for.
Do you?
Oh, you
Is
have
it
a theme
Godzilla?
already? Oh.
But people, Rich, I'm working on the website. Like I got to get that up in the next week or so. People are on me about that, and like I'm trying not to be, too pushy about stuff. But
Well, you have to
People wanna-
come like pretty quick with that because we write our adventures for that theme,
I know. No, I know. I mean, and I'll let you know. I just won't let them know. Sorry,
Can you-
guys.
Can you let senior staff know?
Yes.
Mm, are you writing an adventure?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can let you know.
Thanks, buddy.
Can you let me know? Just because I want to know.
Because he's your buddy.
Now, is
Yeah,
everybody
like,
here
tell
running
everybody
something
it's
at
not a secret.
CNY? Stan,
What's
are you
that?
running this year?
I don't know.
Oh, come on, Stan. You got to run
do you
something.
mean you don't
Dan,
know?
You have to run something.
What do
I'm
you mean,
definitely running.
Stan?
Roger, if you have the
Oh,
time,
well.
you should try to run
Stan,
something.
what do you mean? What do
Kinda.
you mean you don't know? We've been talking about you running.
Well, we
something.
never come out and said I was running it.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Spoilers.
You should run Castles and Crusades.
Yeah, I could.
Right next to your
Maybe.
table. Roger will give you that table right next to your booth, and
It's true.
Oh,
son can
listen,
man the table while
changes.
you're running the game with your.
I could.
It's true.
Well, I am helping with something that I may run or I may help run. I don't know. We haven't got
I
that
thought
far
you were
yet.
going to run it. I thought you were going to run it. I know we haven't talked about it. But
I run in a game at the
I'm
game day.
not. I'm not opposed to it. So
yeah.
I'm just more busting your chops.
I figured since we were using, we're going to use all of your miniatures and all of your terrain.
No, I don't care about that. I just like to see that stuff get used. So if people need stuff, I tell my guys that all
No.
the time that run for my weekly
Oh,
game. I'm like, if you guys need stuff,
George.
come to my house.
George is here.
Get it.
George.
Hey,
George. Jesus. That's one way to get George to show up is I start talking about the theme. George calls me every week and wants to know if I decided yet. They want to make plans.
Yeah. You gotta keep key people in the loop.
Yeah.
Key people.
George,
M
don't
shows
say
great
anything.
people.
Don't say anything in chat, but I think I'm almost positive I'm going with what we talked about.
How's it going, George? We're talking about
my
homebrewing adventures.
Are we?
Which is, well, we were. That was the theory. We did it for a
Sort
little
of.
bit. Yeah, that's okay.
We did.
We have good conversations.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the people
No,
seem
I
to like it. There's 30 of them here, so that's good.
Yeah. No, it's good stuff. It's good stuff.
They don't have the TMT stuff on their website yet. It must not be all delivered to
No,
the
I think
backers.
I think they're still fulfilling. Yeah.
Yeah, I have some
So-
They
friends
have
that
the
have gotten it.
ElfQuest stuff, but
I didn't go in on it because I wasn't.
Yeah, I didn't either. I mean, I like the turtles. I think they're cool. I
The
have
turtles
some
are
of the
cool.
comics
I've
and
never
stuff.
cared about
The
any
books are
Palladium
gorgeous.
system.
The books are absolutely gorgeous.
Well,
The
and they're
books are
doing that.
gorgeous.
They did the red and black and white art, right?
Yeah, well, and then they brought back the original artists too to do a lot of stuff. I mean, the
That's
books
cool.
are
Yeah.
absolutely gorgeous. The layout
They
is
are.
incredible. They said they streamlined the system. I haven't done a full read through of all of it yet, and so I'm kind of waiting to at least consume
Thank you, Robert.
the main core rule book. At least there's only one core rule book.
Yeah.
Yep.
Once
And
I get
it's
through that, I'm
somehow
going to start
3
breaking
times
it
as
down.
big
But
as
like
the
I said,
original
they
one.
have to have a PDF for it.
Oh, I'm sure
Um,
at some point their one will appear within the bowels of the internet.
Oh yeah. Somebody will bust
it's
open the
bound to
spine
happen.
on theirs and produce the PDFs and throw it out there. You know.
Stephen Kennedy would like people to play more Arduin. I agree. Arduin's pretty cool.
I'm looking to play
I've
that
been-
at CNY as well.
I've been reading my Arduin books.
I've
So
been using Arduin miniatures in my son's Dragon Slayer campaign.
I saw the pictures of these guys.
Yep, we got attacked by Vroat.
I love
That
these
was
guys.
not pleasant.
I had
And-
so much fun painting these. I started painting some like plastic miniatures, and I like the metal way more. I broke so many little swords and little guns and stuff because I'm basically like a ham-fisted retard. But like these metal, that's my jam.
yeah.
Yeah, those are nice too
Was that
because they're
the
one
case?
piece.
Yeah.
Someone's saying there's no PDF due to the licensing. It appears it'll be on an archive.
On the archive, the Internet Archive.
Well, I have the original in PDF too, so like I said, I can always cut and paste.
Yeah, I do too.
That's
and then
interesting.
modify
So,
from there.
Yeah.
so they
I've been
didn't
painting.
they didn't get the rights to do a digital thing. That's
Of their
strange.
reprint? I guess not.
Well, I made 4. And Stephen, I spent about 3 hours studying different varieties of crocodiles and alligators to give them like a paint job, which actually I can tie this back into Homebrew Adventures. So one of the things I do is bringing us back. We're bringing it back. So for instance, my guys on Monday are going to be, I think, exploring a cathedral. So when I decided that, I was like, all right, I don't want to wing that. I want to have a proper map. I want to see if any of them decide to try to map something. That would be cool. And so I went down a rabbit hole last weekend for about 4.5 hours on Saturday night after Chubby's game, researching cathedrals, temples, like, you know, how like, you know, substructures underneath cathedrals in like medieval and ancient times. So like I'm looking at like undercross and ossuaries and like all these other different rooms. I made this big ass list of like 50 rooms, and I'm gonna put all those rooms in my thing for them. They'll probably go interact with 8, but I had a ton of fun. So
You know what Dan just reminded me of, Stan? Remember the 12 areas of expertise a game master needs to have in architecture was one.
Yeah.
It's a real.
I learned so like I mean I paint these guys. I learned about crocodiles. I had no idea there were so many crocodiles. I made this cathedral dungeon, which is all right. If anyone from Monday is watching, Mike, Jeff, Matt, close your eyes. But like, you know, made a bunch of stuff.
Nobody could see that anyway.
Made a bunch of maps.
It's like, close your eyes.
Made a secret sub level that maybe they'll find. But yeah, also I know a lot more about cathedrals now. So, and that was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It was a big rabbit hole, Agile. It was a really big rabbit hole. Ancient crocodile people cathedral sounds wicked fun. See, now I'm going to do that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. No, it sounds awesome.
I'm screenshotting that so I can put it in MS Paint so I can remember later. Thank you, Deploribus. You're a gentleman and a scholar. So there we go. I brought us back to Homebrew Adventures. Look at that.
Nice.
All right. How
All
are we going to
because we
bring us out of it now?
Oh, you can just start talking about whatever you want. I don't care. We can talk about how
No.
you're left-handed and you like Zelda. It's fine. I like Zelda too.
No. That's okay.
They die every session. Your Monday
but
group
yeah,
dies
but
every
so-
session.
So one of these days, I wanted to do like a adventure and map like generation on one of the Tuesday night streams.
Okay.
So maybe we'll do that at some point just to do just to show kind of how the process works. But I think it's interesting, like you hit on something good, right? Like you see these miniatures at a convention, like Central New York RPG Con, right?
Yeah.
And you're like, oh,
Great
okay,
convention.
these are
Staff
cool,
approved.
like crocodile, frog things, like whatever. Okay, that's cool. Where are we gonna put them? Like, oh, maybe they belong in a jungle somewhere, and maybe there's like a temple to maybe to a frog god or to an alligator or a crocodile god or something. The mix of both, you know, the Vroat, whatever, there's a Vroat
Right.
god or whatever, reptile god or whatever. And those are that's his, you know, his avatar looks like that. And those are his minions. And then now you start saying, okay, it's in a jungle. So you take, you know, you start doing like a step pyramid, you know what I mean, that you'd find in the jungle or whatever. And you like draw that out and you just start getting these crazy ideas like what's there, like you need a MacGuffin, right? So like
Mhm.
what's in this temple, Stan? What's in this temple that the adventurers got to go get?
An idol.
I put him on the spot here. An idol, right? That's perfect, right? And it's
Yep.
like a little gold statue or something of like this frog god thing or whatever, you know, right?
Right.
And
Aqua.
I mean, you just start designing this stuff, and you just, you know, keep going with it and figure out what traps would be there and what things, you know.
Yeah, and that's the kind of stuff in Tome of Adventure Design, like
Yeah.
these are great for. Like, what's in there? Some plague doctors that are making
Oh,
pickled
yeah.
onions.
Okay, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, maybe that one was weak.
Awesome. No, but you can run with that and say, okay, there's definitely like some plague doctors,
right,
that are probably like
spreading plague through
shamanistic
food or
whatever,
something. Yeah,
and they're going there and they're trying to make this food to poison these vroats that guard this temple, you
Yeah.
know, or something like that. You know, so yeah, I mean, see, we're just like designing away. This is fantastic. you
yeah.
know?
See, it's not that hard. Anyone can do it. I'm not that
Yeah.
smart.
Yeah.
Steven, this is by Matt Finch, who does Swords and Wizardry and Osric. His company is Mythmere Games. They still have this. It's a great book. There's like there's like procedures and tables in here for everything. So like if you just look at the table of contents and you're like, you know what I want? I need to make, it's got dungeons, obviously. It's got a lot of stuff on dungeons, but like maybe I need to make a forest wilderness. There's tables for that, like to help you map it, dressing, legends, animals. There's tables for like lightning, different types of lightning that you can roll. Let's see what kind of lightning there is. That's on page 272. I'm curious what kind of lightning is in here. So, like,
Me
if you
too.
needed to describe unusual lightning. Oh, sorry, I can't read. Remember how I said I'm an idiot? It's lighting.
Lighting, all right.
Lighting.
All right.
Anyway,
Lighting.
but like amphibian, it's a D100 table. Amphibians in the room glow brightly. That would be a
there
good
you
one
go.
for your
Perfect.
frog god.
Perfect.
And your
well, they
rope
glow.
dungeon.
They glow when they get close to this idol.
Right. Yeah.
So this is why these plague doctors, like, instead of just going in and like killing them,
Right.
they want to like poison them so like that knocks them out, so that they can like use one as like a sensor. You know what I mean? A glow rod to kind of point them towards
Right.
you know, where this thing is.
Right. And like another one is dripping phosphorescent water.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, that makes sense for some sort of like reptile toad god thing. But there's just so much awesome tables in here. So
Yeah.
But maybe the onions are grown in holy soil and are extraordinary in their healing factor, and pickling with their secret squirrel recipe enhances the power and distribution of the onions.
Oh,
Gamma
boy.
frogs. So, but yeah, I mean, like here we go. Thank you, Agile. Intra-cloud sheet lightning, cloud to ground, cloud to air, cloud to cloud, anvil lightning, and heat lightning. Cool. So D6 table.
Yeah.
No grease lightning?
Oh yeah, you forgot grease lightning. So now
You
you
forgot grease lightning.
Grease lightning.
How did you forget
Need
grease lightning,
D7.
Agile?
D7 table. I'm all for that.
I also want a lightning subtable now, Deploribus. Might have to make one. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
oh, Grognard's here.
Deploribus.
Grognard.
Deploribus says we welcome our new
Pickled onion.
onion overlords. Yeah, you say that now, but once they get this idol and they place it in the some other temple, like it's, you know, bad news.
That should be the CNY 2027 adventure, the pickled onion plague doctors of wherever. It's you got to go for the alliteration, so it's got to be like a P name, the pickled onion plague doctors of, I don't know, something. We'll
Who's-
figure that part out
who's
later.
Robert
Putrescence.
Stanton talking to?
Yeah.
Who hates mega dungeons?
I think Richard doesn't like
I'm
them,
not a
right?
big fan of mega dungeons. No,
What is wrong with you, Rich? What's not to love about a mega dungeon?
I don't know. I just don't like the whole concept of it. Too long
Just a big-
in one
big dungeon?
location, and so I
Hey!
break them up.
Mr. Gowron, I was just showing this off earlier as a great example of something that you could insert and reskin if you want, or
It's true.
turn the corpse in the first room into a white and murder your buddy with it. Hey. Sorry,
It's
Jeff.
true. He
Not
does.
sorry.
Rich was telling us what he hates about mega dungeons.
Grognard also hates mega dungeons,
Why do people?
but not
so
Stone
A
many
lot
are
of people
done
aren't
poorly
fans of
with.
mega dungeons. And there's just it's just something that
Yeah. No, I
to
get it.
me it must have, like Greyhawk Grognard said, that a mega dungeon does not work unless you have factions, because you need a safe
Sure.
place to to reside. Like when I was
Right.
doing Barrow Maze, like I said, I broke it down a little bit, but when I knew that they were going to be in there multiple game sessions,
Hi,
you know,
Mario.
I was like, all right, well, you're going to have some means of staying there in relative safety overnight so that
Why?
you can replenish your everything. And so, I
Why not
gave
just go back
them-
to town?
well, no, because town was too far away from where they were, and they would spend 3 days of travel, to go
3
back
days
to
is
the
fine.
nearest town,
Yeah.
to go back over there again, and we do nothing but spend time with random
but you-
encounters and blah 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 and all
No,
that
I
kind of
get it.
stuff. It was like,
Don't make me get my Rapanathik, Torah.
Well, you just do that. You do that at the end of the session or whatever. Like
yeah,
that's it. You say, okay, at
could
the end of the
fast
session,
travel and do
you're
that
going
kind of
home.
thing, and
I'm
then
gonna
to
roll
me,
for
that's
random
not
encounters.
even a mega dungeon anymore. But
You
I
know.
just like breaking them up and putting them in different locations.
Yeah.
And having
I
them a
hear you.
little bit more compartmentalized, where they don't have to stay overnight or multiple nights over time. I also try to force them into the attrition of, hey, you used up all your spells early, so now you're going to have to struggle a little bit. World's largest dungeon. Yeah, it's just not.
Is it bigger than Arden Vol?
I don't know. It's I don't know. I'd have to look at the maps and lay them out.
Yeah.
This is, I think, 16 maps that are like 20 by 30, something like that.
Yeah. Isn't Arden Vol across the whole thing like 10,000
This is-
rooms or something insane like that?
Yeah, maybe. And I don't know how many rooms this is. I mean, I don't. But it's sectioned off. I mean, I don't know if Rich would like this one better or whatever. But it's like each region
Mhm.
has its kind of own kind of ecosystem and thing going on with it.
Okay.
And they're all
Playing
connected,
the
so
Ave Nox Mega Dungeon. I really enjoy it because very different.
Yeah.
there's all the different
System
sections that
neutral.
all kind of tie into each other. But
Yeah.
I don't know. It's interesting.
Plenty of factions. There are factions, like Rich said.
I fully understand why people don't want to play it. I get it.
Well, I mean, I see where Rich is coming from on Mega Dungeons needing
absolutely.
factions. Like, that makes sense. Because, like, if you're playing Rapanathik, which, as an example, Rapanathik has a big wilderness overland above it, but the closest town is Zelkor's Ferry, and it's like 100 miles from the main entrance to the dungeon, like the first one. Or there's like 14 entrances to the dungeon, though, and you find more as you play. But like
Go
that, I
out there
get.
go out there with 150 people and set up a camp somewhere.
I mean, even Red Nails is a much smaller cityscape than Mega Dungeons, and it has factions. So you will have opportunities to rest up if you need to, in order to then venture back out, from that. And again, that's not a huge map.
Yeah,
But it does have factions. Again, that's the only thing that a mega dungeon absolutely must have is factions.
sure.
I was challenged by Torah. Sorry, gentlemen. I had to pull a
Does-
Jeff and
does
get up and leave my own show.
Does that have factions in it?
Yeah, there's factions in it. And there's like 15, 20 different levels, and there's sub levels, and they added extra levels. And Yeah, but there's factions in it. Plus, there's like factions in the world above that you can interact with too, which is nice. So, but like that's the map I was kind of referencing. So A is Zelkor's Ferry, and then the main Rapanathik is, and does this one doesn't have the scale on it, but each inch is like 20 miles or something like that. So it's a big map. Yeah. It's a big boy. A lot of Stonehell love in the chat.
Yeah.
I have not played Stonehell.
Yeah, I've not played it or ran it. I've looked at it. It doesn't seem bad, but I haven't really dove into it. So
Shellback is 5 years into the world's largest dungeon.
Really?
At level 16. That's impressive. Is that for OSE, Roger, or
no?
1E,
It was made for 3rd edition.
Third edition,
Yeah, and I don't know. I think they may have recently redone it for 5th edition. I'm not sure.
Okay. Hashtag Orcus. Spoiler alert.
But
J Bash likes B4. B4 is fun. I like B4.
Yeah, Lost City, absolutely.
Lost City's great. Also a great Hyperborea module.
Also has factions.
Also has factions.
Also,
Yes.
Yeah.
But so, well, mega dungeons and adventure design. It'll be a subtext of this adventure of this episode.
Mega dungeons. That could be a whole nother episode.
That could be. We would have to get some people that like and hate them and have. The problem with mega dungeons is like how many people really have experience with multiples of them though, because there's such an investment to either run or play.
That's the problem.
I've stolen little bits of Barrow Maze, like the maps, and used them elsewhere, but I've never run Barrow Maze.
If I've ever needed a barrow, I go right to Barrow Maze.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I mean that's fair.
Who made World's Largest Dungeon? Well, I thought it was Alderac. Maybe it wasn't Alderac. I thought.
I don't have it.
Alderac. I don't know.
I guess Tora doesn't like Alderac. Well, they made $1 million on the backer kit.
Oh, they did do a new one
for 5e. It's estimated to ship last month. Actually, pre-orders are now open. It is a 5-volume slipcase.
Yeah, so I've got the one for 3, and that one's bigger. But
yeah, that's.
I wonder. It was on backer kit.
It was on backer kit. Did I find a campaign that you missed, or maybe you just actively chose not to do it because it's 5e compatible?
Maybe I forgot about it. I don't know.
You silly man.
Terrible.
That's
so
okay.
Terrible.
Well, there I put it in the private chat for you in case you want to go check it out. You can pre-order it. Pre-orders are open, buddy.
No, I don't want them.
5-volume slipcases getting into Britannica story.
Oh my
territory.
God. You're gonna get me in trouble.
Definitely, I rip stuff off of Mega Dungeons, but I never run them straight up. I've run Rapanathik straight up. I ran it in college. I ran Rapanathik Reloaded in 3.5. It was awesome. Ran that for like a year and a half, but we were also playing like 2 or 3 times a week because it was college, right? We could. It was AEG apparently.
Yeah, I'm following it. I didn't. Oh no, I did back it. Oh my God.
That's even better. Did you back it at like a?
I can't stop. I gotta go. I just
okay.
I had a.
Well, let's see. Hopefully, you didn't back it at the $1,500 Dungeon Master tier.
No, I did not.
Okay, I could see you backing it either Dungeon Delver or Epic Adventurer, though.
It's true.
Okay, so it's one of those two. Well done, Roger. Why do you hate money?
He's holding on to it.
I can't even. Well, I mean, I don't even know when I backed it.
I've never run Ardvol.
Had to have been a couple of years ago.
Oh, I cut and paste the wrong one, Sword and Stone.
Had to have been a couple of years ago. So,
for some reason, not all of Sword and Stones are coming in on this, so I put the other one. So you said I prefer dungeons under 20 rooms. Allows me to mix above ground encounters with the dungeon location.
Okay.
Yeah, so I agree
with that.
That one, yeah. That's from Sword and Stones.
Okay.
Yeah, for some reason, some of his are coming up in here and others aren't.
Like coming up in the side chat, or am I just not clicking them all?
No, they might be coming up in the side chat. I'm just not seeing them coming up like they're on my YouTube, but some of them come here, but others don't.
Well, I'm pretty sure I don't have any sort of chat filtering on because I don't believe in that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And if
It's like hit or miss. It's
if
just,
people want to have spicy hot takes, that's
they're not
fine.
fully integrated.
Yeah. Well, sometimes Restream and StreamYard will just filter things that they think for some reason might have a no word in it.
Yeah.
So,
and that's strange because like I've got like all that filtering's turned off, but some things get filtered anyway.
So if you're in the YouTube chat fairly recently, it defaults to top, which is what YouTube decides is the top chats. Switch it to all, and you'll see everything on the given channel that you're on.
Yeah, but also whatever channel that you're on, you're
not going to see
everyone's post from other channels,
right?
Because J-Bash, we are streaming to four different channels right now.
Right.
Yeah, you have to switch from top chat to live chat.
Live chat, that's what it is.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you, Rich.
Because I thought Dan blocked me the other day.
Yeah, live or top. Yeah, yeah. You switch it to live, but you still won't see if you're on my channel. You won't see chats that are showing up that people put in Dan's chat or
that wasn't Dan. That was Decado, right? Decado.
That's me.
Decado's live stream. I conflated the two of you. So yeah, it was Decado's.
We do both really like Hyperborea.
I was like, Decado, aren't you seeing any of my things? And he was like, I'm asking other people in the thing. I was like, does anybody see my things? I thought he had me shadow banned.
But
shadow ban everybody.
Yeah. I think Rich is used to being shadow banned on some channels.
Yeah.
Love you, Tora.
I'm very used to being shadow banned.
You can curse in whatever language you want, Deplorabus. I really don't give a damn. So,
yeah,
I don't really ban people. So, but anyway, enough about that.
I think I have.
You don't think you've banned anybody? I know I haven't.
I don't think so.
I have one.
Like 4 people. 4 people because they were making nasty comments about my
I'll
play.
buy new ones.
And I was like, oh no, I'm not accepting that.
Yeah, if someone was like being a dick to like
God.
one of my friends, then yeah.
Yeah, George. There's something going on with Chave in the chat. Yeah, right. The live chat, if you're looking not on the screen, but if you're looking at whoever's YouTube channel, for example, George, if you're on my YouTube channel, you will not see chats for people that are talking in any of the other 3 channels.
Right.
On the YouTube, you'll only see them on the screen.
Right.
Because StreamYard in this case and Restream on my channel mixes all of those together.
Right.
Puts it on screen, but it does not cast all those to each individual channel.
Right. Like for instance, Tora, Deplorabus, Stephen Kennedy, J-Bash, those guys are on my channel. Stan is on Stan's channel, I'm sure, chatting. I think Swords and Stones is probably on Rich's channel and OSR Campsite.
On mine.
I just figured out how to chat into StreamYard, so
yeah.
Or whatever the hell we're using.
It's super handy. You can't do that on Restream.
Yeah.
The host can, but the guest can't.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't have elfin hands.
What is this, SteamYards that we're on?
This is StreamYard,
Yeah, StreamYard only lets you go to 2 different channels too, like 2 of your own.
Enjoy your dinner, Robert Santon.
Yep.
Yeah,
I only have one channel, Rich. I don't need to go to many
No,
channels.
I'm saying it doesn't let you stream to multiple sites.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like I stream to both X and and YouTube. But when I'm on StreamYard, no, not StreamYard, when I'm on the other one, Restream, I can go to Rumble. I can go to 3.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, with those.
You like streaming to Rumble, Rich? Is that worth it?
I just been doing it, as a backup, and I got like 50 people following me over there, and I've earned like $10 over there, so
I thought about.
But it's a backup. It's like because YouTube is you never know what it's going to do. It could decide, hey, you've been around for 9 years, and You don't have
Yeah.
5,000 subscribers yet, and
fair.
so either change or move on.
I hit 200 today.
That's why
Oh,
I got to get to
congratulations.
500 or 1,000.
By
would be
February
better, but
1st, we
by
got to get you there.
February. It's like February 7th or something or whatever the changeover. Yeah.
No, first.
Is it February 1st? I thought it was
Yes,
like
it is.
6th or 7th or something. But yeah,
Yeah.
whatever it is. Yeah.
I thought it was February
That's,
1st, but all right.
I think
But,
I'm on
yeah,
track to possibly hit the watch hours. It'll be the subs that'll be difficult.
Yeah.
But-
Oh yeah, me too. I'm at the watch hours.
Oh, I'm sure you've been.
Well, if
Doing
you
the
are
Tuesday
on
stream
my
forever.
channel as a subscriber, please subscribe to Dan, to Roger, and to Stan.
Yes, please.
All right.
Roger and I have to get past Jeff.
Yeah,
All
that's
right?
It's important.
Yeah, so please make sure you subscribe to everybody. I don't know how to do those freaking night bots or anything like that. I got to get a hold of Jeff to show me how to do the giveaways and all that kind of crap.
Oh boy.
YouTube
Well-
used to have a giveaway thing that was kind of easy to do, but it's not available on Restream. It was only able to do it when I was like not piggybacking off of somebody else's thing. That's the issue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can show you how to use Nightbot if you want. That's easy.
Nothing is easy for me, Dan.
Oh,
Not when it comes to these things.
well,
Nightbot isn't that bad.
I
Yeah.
could walk you through it. I'd be happy to if you wanted.
Yeah.
As
No,
your
I
as your
appreciate
one and
that.
only Discord moderator, I feel like that's basically me being your version of
Yes,
senior
yes.
staff.
and I banned that guy.
Proud of you.
That they them or whatever it was.
I haven't had a channel very long, Steven. I basically just started on like Memorial Day.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, and he's been doing
But-
great.
but people like Hyperborea, so
Yes.
and apparently I haven't turned them away with my shenanigans and tomfoolery. So, but my rise to YouTube dominance starts now. Mr. Beast, watch out.
Yeah, I need a Hyperborea t-shirt. Hopefully Jeff is getting to work on those things.
He did say he's working on a
Yeah.
t-shirt solution.
The women's size small is great for
Hey,
one
women.
millionth
I-
of our population, but
I bought Ducatos is Troll Den Painting. Stan, is your channel's the at Ducato 1628, correct?
Yeah.
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 Yeah. If you look that up or Troll Den Painting, you'll
Yeah.
find me.
Yep, just put in Troll Den Painting. Also, I can just do this. Troll Den Painting, and I can put it in my chat because I'm a good host and I can do that. And I know
can
how
do
to
that
do
without
stuff
getting-
and things, and I can keep talking till it's in there. Bam! Go to Stan's channel. It's taking a second.
you.
There we go. You're welcome.
Yeah,
Stan
I'm
is
trying to
awesome.
get up there. I got a little over 500, but
That's cool.
yeah, no, it's really
I
cool.
I like your campaign like post session reports. I want to try to start doing that, but
Thanks.
I
It was funny to develop it was unattended. I just did them initially for myself because I didn't want to write them out, and then people started following them and commenting, and then talking to people. They're like, "Oh yeah, I share your videos just to show like people like different ways people
Yeah.
play
Steve,
games."
you're on
and
everybody's
stuff. I'm
channel.
like, awesome.
Steve Kennedy's like, I'm on Stan's channel.
He's
No,
everywhere.
you're everywhere too.
Yeah, he's a good
That's
dude.
fine.
Yeah, so no, it's been fun. It's interesting though to see like because that's mostly what my channel is, but then I've done a few videos like why I like CNC or why I like
Yeah.
Dragonbane, and those videos are like older, but they still get comments. I still get people
really
posting on. Like recently, I had somebody asking me questions about. I don't remember which one it was on. Excuse me. Yeah, I still get comments on them, so that's kind of cool. So I'm trying to figure out like different videos to do that
Yeah.
just aren't the recaps because I know those aren't for everybody. So,
well. I did watch some of your like painting tutorial type ones that you like the painting fur base coat. I was like fur's almost
one of those
like,
is horrible.
well, it helped me.
Oh, I'm
So,
glad. One of them, they were real like impromptu. Like Jason was actually asking me questions about how to
This'll work.
paint that stuff, and
yeah.
and I just banged out those
maybe that
videos. The second one's better because I was better at keeping everything in frame, but yeah, professional videographer, I am not.
Robert Stanton would like people to know that asses don't belong. He's probably a donkey or mule man.
Yeah,
So,
Yeah. definitely.
me
I
too,
plan on
personally.
doing like more like live stream stuff too. I think like I did that one on Monday for a little bit. I think it was
You got-
Monday.
I'm
and
looking forward to the
that was
one with
fun.
you and James doing either like a recording or a live stream on Shadowkeep of the Borderlands.
Yeah, we need to. I was
Yeah,
thinking
that'll
that
be
the other
cool.
day. I need to hook up with him, and we need
Yeah.
to do that. That was I would like to do that with him for sure.
Because I was very enjoying. It's at Dan the Final Arbiter, Grognard. I could just DM it to you.
Yeah, go there for all things Hyperborea.
Yeah.
I enjoy those videos a lot too, Dan. Those are good that you're doing.
Oh, thank you.
Good stuff. Good
Yeah,
stuff.
I need to do more Hyperborea. I enjoyed the character creation video. I finally got to use PowerPoint after my 20 some odd year career for something I actually care about. Because every other PowerPoint I've made in my entire life up to this point, I did not give a shit about. But
Speaking of PowerPoint,
I tried
just
to
realized
do
that-
a
Oh, sorry.
review video, and I'm like, I'm not really good at that. Like I was looking at, I did one video on one of the books that came with the Reaper Dungeon Dweller RPG, and that was all right. That was great. I got comments from the guy that wrote it and the guy that runs the Reaper company and stuff. And I
yeah.
wanted to do more of them, but I don't know. I just feel like an idiot when I'm talking about it.
Well, I'm definitely going to do an adventure review on Late Trapper's Lament because I just ran this for my Wednesday night guys in like two. They got through like the main part in like 2 sessions. They didn't explore all of the cave, but so I'm kind of
That's a
waiting
great
until they do
starter
that.
adventure.
It is. It's a fantastic one.
Great
Yeah,
starter.
that was the one I
And-
was thinking about running for my guys. Let me
And
start.
this one's going to come
Yeah.
soon too because I love this freaking thing. This is one of my top 5 adventures ever.
I'm excited that
thanks,
there's going to be a sequel
Thank
to
you,
it.
Steven. There is going to be a sequel to this. Corey Walden is doing a sequel.
That was a cool interview. That was
Yeah.
very cool.
Thank you. It's
Learn
going to be level
that.
4 to 10. He actually just posted on the Hyperborea Discord today that he might try to do some play tests online, and he asked me if I want to do that. So I'm going to do that.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah. And he's in New
yeah.
Zealand, so
Good.
one of us is going to be up at a weird time. It's going to be me.
Yeah.
One is-
Yeah.
Hey, Eclectic Goat. So, but yeah, I mean, I've basically homebrewed the crap out of this thing for Monday night. I'm using this as a setting for the most part. The guys
Yeah.
have done very little actual module stuff in
Yeah.
here. So
That's the nice thing about those modules is they're kind of split that way.
right.
You know, they give you a closer, like zoomed in view of that little area of the setting, and each
Yep.
one kind of does that. That's really cool.
Right.
I
Like,
like
I mean,
that.
I love modules that give you a reasonable sized region map, right? So these are technically as is, I think, 1/4 mile hexes. I always scale it up to a mile just because it's like 1 hex, 1 mile. Easy peasy.
Easier to figure
Yeah.
out.
Yeah. So is it probably not exactly true to scale to true Hyperborea world? No. Do I care? Also, no. Makes my life easier. Plus, I get to roll for more random encounters that way, which is important. Oh, hey, you got a gifted sub from My Ear Trumpet.
Oh, thank you, my ear trumpet. And
Yeah.
let's see. The winner of that was Antichrist. So,
Okay.
welcome,
Antichrist.
Antichrist.
Lucifer,
Perfect.
I hope you enjoy
Enjoyed it.
Rich's content.
Enjoy the channel.
I like how J-Bash is like, they keep dying. But I would like to point out that I am not killing them. Their choices are. And in some cases, they're poor dice rolling, neither of which is
Yeah.
my fault. When 4 of them died this week, spoiler alert if you haven't seen it, I reiterated at least 4 different times, there are 3 windows in the room you're in. The street is about 15 feet down. And, oh well. I even waited until round 3 to cast Hold Person. So, I'm not
So
triggered.
you know, I wasn't joking.
I'm not triggered. I just think it's funny that Jeff in particular is on character 5, I think. So, which is
Sounds like our
awesome.
Shadow Dark foray was like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Lord Madius's character's still around. Ragan still lives. He's the last plank on the ship of Theseus. So it's been fun though. I just saw today there was a ton of Hyperborea stuff on Erudite's channel. Yeah, he's been, as far as I know, he's been very much enjoying it. So he's been checking it out and looking.
Yeah, he seems
Oh,
to
Erudite, we just
be a
just
big fan
wrapped
of it.
up, a two-session Dark Sun. Second
Is it?
edition Dark Sun game.
Are you guys doing more, or was it just the 2?
I think it's just the 2. We'll see. We might do, because we didn't quite get to the end because they were really tight down to like a 2-hour time slot,
Yeah.
So, but I think we pretty much we got the treasure that we were looking for. We got a good kind of like sense and feel of.
Spoiler alert! I only saw the first one.
Oh, so
that's fine.
Yeah, we got to the end of it, sort of.
I think a lot of them, I believe, have collab links, so they're on mics, but when you click subscribe, it'll show both of us.
Yeah.
So some of those stuff, which is fun. I did a couple collabs with RP Grandpa this week, James, on the new OSC PDFs.
The OSC stuff.
So we did a quick hitter for like 20 minutes, and that actually got a ton of views. And then we did a deep dive for like an hour and 20 minutes, and literally went through every single change that I could find. Verdict is, don't bother. So,
Grognard said that most modern published adventures are mid. One,
I think a
I'd
lot
like
are.
to say that. Well, one, I think right off the bat, I'd like to say that somebody with the name Grognard using the word mid is contradictory. But so I think anybody that uses the word
meh is more Grognard than
mid. Anybody use the word mid is not a Grognard. Yeah. So there's that.
Oh no, I know Grognard in real life. That's Spencer. He's definitely a Grognard.
I'm just saying, like mid, like that's something
he
that my
he
daughter
hangs out
says.
with the Black Lodge guys, so that's how he gets all the youthful slang.
But yeah, I think it's harder to write or design stuff that's more of a modern thing, because, or are you talking modern? Are you talking modern genre or modern like published recently?
I think it's published recently.
I think he means today.
Recently.
Yeah, published recently.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's always, the
depends on who doesn't.
Fuck you, Gary.
I think, I think it really depends on who's doing it. I think like a lot of the commercial stuff that's out there, people are really kind of worrying about what people are going to say and all of that.
No, Shellback, no. Everything after 1985 is cut off. All right. That's an aggressive cutoff. There's plenty of things post 1985 I enjoy.
Yeah.
I will say, especially on drive-through, it is hard to sift through all the garbage.
Oh yeah.
There's a lot.
Well, there's just so much of it because it's so easy to publish stuff.
Especially for Shadow Dark. Like, I mean, I like Shadow Dark, but there's just a lot of trash on and for OSE too. There's a lot of like,
save it for next week.
Okay, fine. I'll pivot. OSE. Yeah. There's a ton of like adventures and especially homebrew classes that suck ass on drive-through.
But that's just because it's popular right now.
Right.
So people will make just junk or whatever.
Yeah.
To just same thing like what Jay Bash saying. Because it doesn't matter if you got a decent cover or a decent catch line, or whatever it is, right? Like people will jump on that and they'll just buy it. Especially if it's like $4.99 or something.
Right.
Like people will be like, "Oh yeah, sure, 20 custom classes for OSE, absolutely sure. I'll buy it," and even it doesn't matter if it's garbage or not, like they still get their $5,
Apparently there's a lot of bad Dragonbane stuff. I haven't really gotten into much of the Dragonbane stuff and I like Dragonbane a lot.
Yeah.
On Drive-Thru RPG. There's a few Dragonbane creators that I like.
So this I got off
Yes.
drive through. This is actually a really good adventure, my
Yeah.
opinion. I ran it for my guys. I have recaps for it.
Did-
They've written other stuff too. I don't
Yeah.
have that stuff, but this was really good.
I've got a couple of their
Dragonbane.
things, and it looks awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have nearly as much third-party Dragonbane stuff. I do have Shadows over Gloomshire, but that creator, Robin, also made the Caravan Secret, which I've read, but I haven't run. And his or her, I don't know, world setting is Amarath.
Yep, I have that.
So it's a really cool. I was actually reading through this week because it just showed up on Monday, and there's a lot of interesting stuff in here. So it's a pretty cool, like really dark setting. There's a lot of cool new monsters in the bestiary in it for Dragonbane, and I love how Dragonbane monsters work with the just auto hit and everything. Yeah, it's great. So some advice for playing solo, which I don't do because I don't think I'm smart enough to figure out how to do it without cheating, because I always wind up looking ahead. But no, the other one I get is when Dundergar puts out stuff. I'll back Dundergar stuff because I think his
Yeah, I don't have any of that, but it looks really good. I'd like to get
I've
some of that.
ran this one, Evil at the End of the Path. It's very good.
It bugs me because the last time I checked, they were only PDFs, and I want the physical.
There is a website where you can get them. I'll link it to you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, you can get physicals, but
I love
drive through
the
only has
Dragonbane.
the PDFs. Yeah. So
Yeah, my guys like
Um,
Dragonbane. They did. My son's like not as enamored with it as I am, but he did like it. Which is funny because like Shadow Dark was the opposite. Like that didn't really land with my group. My son didn't mind it, but he only played a couple sessions.
yeah, I think Shadow Dark's popularity will definitely wane. I think everything does.
I think everything ebbs and flows.
So yeah, I think it's starting to already.
Take it easy, Rich.
Yep, gotta run, guys.
Have a good night.
Yeah.
I have been summoned.
All right.
Yeah,
Enjoy the time with the
Yeah,
wife and
Shadow
the
Dark
child.
is going to pick up again once it gets once the Western Reaches starts ending up in people's hands.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I think
it'll
it's going
pick
to
up
really,
again. Yeah.
explode again, and we'll see a good showing of it in 2027. That's for sure. I think it's supposed to hit around November.
November, December, yeah.
Yeah, we'll see. I'll believe it when I see it at this point.
Agile Monk stuff is supposed to hit around November as well, or around there. So that's another one that I am going to spend a lot of time on. And
I'm excited for that.
And just a quick channel note. So I'm going into my next grouping of things on my shelf tour, and these ones are going to be pretty controversial. I'm sure that I will get an explosion of views and everything because on my shelf, the next running of it is
oh my god,
I'm not familiar with that.
All right, so it should be a lot of fun dealing with that, and not full reviews, just the quick things, but I will link them back to my old reviews, which are some of the biggest.
Why do you even? I don't even. Never mind.
Why? Because I was told.
I don't even know why you would never.
I was told not to.
Because you were told it was like the worst or possibly second worst.
I was
ever.
told do not. I was told by the Pathfinder, official forums back in 2014. Hey, there's this game out there. Do not get this. We want to boycott this and blah, 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 blah. And I was like, I was like, don't threaten me with a good time, right? Or don't threaten me with, something that's controversial. So I looked
and the
into
guy
it.
The guy that wrote it killed somebody and burned a church down.
Yeah.
Wait,
it was 10
what?
bucks. I knew nothing about the guy. I didn't know that he was in prison for murder. I didn't know that he was some death metal rock god.
He's probably made so much money off of this thing.
Black metal.
It's by that guy. I forget
Yeah.
his name, but I know
So-
who you're talking
And
about.
they were like, "Oh, this thing is like blah blah blah." And it was $10. So I was like, "Hey, for $10,
Yeah.
I would like to learn
Yeah.
for myself." And I started reading through it, and I was like, "Yeah, I could see why they're looking at these various things." And yes, the first edition is very, very racist and blah blah blah. You know, especially like anti-Semitic and that kind of thing.
Okay. We should
but
probably bring it back
The
to
game
adventures
rules
now.
itself, though, I was like, hey, these are pretty decent rules, you know, and I could separate all that other nonsense, you know, the lore of it, and just look at the rules mechanics, and they were actually pretty solid rules mechanics, you know.
Excuse
so I
me,
was like, all right,
Mrs.
cool.
Bloodworth.
All right,
Can you
yeah,
please come get him?
yeah. So I was like, all right. I was fairly impressed with the rules, and then I started digging into it, and I was like, no, they're attacking him for his views or his, you know, his whatever, but I'm just looking at game mechanics. And the game mechanics are actually pretty darn solid mechanics. Not so much in the first edition, you know, the first edition, but that wasn't the edition I started with. I started with 2.4, you know, so second edition, the fourth iteration of that. And I was like, all right, this is, you know, pretty decent stuff. And I was the only channel that was covering this at all. I mean, everybody, I was like, you know, screw them all. I'm going to cover it anyway. You know, I have like 10,000 views on the first video breakdown I did on this thing. And so I was all right, cool. Then, so then I don't know how, like I was asking for rules clarifications because I found some bugs in it, you know, and I was like, no, this is broken. At this point, once you do this, you're going to have a broken character by 5th level. And so Mark Vickers responded to me, and he was like, all right, yeah. He says, you know what? I'm going to send you some stuff and look it over and see where it is. So he sent me the first edition book, you know, along with its map, and then he like a second edition, a third, sent me a whole bunch of crap, you know, and I'm like, hey, you know what? It's like, you know, 61 of 100 signed. I'm like, you know,
Oh wow.
I was like, hey,
You know what? That's one thing I can honestly say. I don't have any like murder or paraphernalia that's signed, I think.
so it's
that
like,
you know of.
That I know
sometimes
of.
you have to separate the artist from the art, and you know, and just look at the art. Otherwise, there's a lot of Hollywood stars that I would not watch their shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, but it is what it is. It's not a bad system.
Yeah.
You know, it's combat rules. I like. It's also not D&D based. It's more Rollmaster, Harn, and some of those others. So that maybe that's where those other mechanics come from. And I was like, no, these are pretty cool mechanics. I mean, there's like no critical hits table. It's just like if you hit, if your roll exceeds by increments of 3 above what you needed to, you do additional damage. So it kind of becomes like a de facto critical hit. And I'm like, oh, I like that rule.
Well, you can tell us more about it on your shelf tour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the shelf tour, I'm just going to be, this is it. And then I'll
Oh.
link back to the original. And so anyway, but anyhow, guys, I got to run.
Yeah,
My wife
thanks,
wants
Rich.
to
See you, Rich.
have coffee.
Take care.
So,
All right,
Get-
you'll have a good one, guys. And let's
Yeah.
see. I'll have to make sure that I end the stream on my end too, because last time I did this, I had DM James was running like for like 13 hours on my stream, and I was like, oh,
Yeah.
okay.
All right.
Anyway, you
Yeah,
guys
if
have a
you-
great one. I will. Maybe I'll see you on Tuesday, Roger, for your thing on Tuesday at 6 o'clock.
Yeah, we got Grim Jim coming on.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm not gonna
Talk
join.
about
So, but
So maybe he'll see you
I'll-
next Tuesday, Roger.
yeah, I'll see you the following.
We'll-
no, the following
chat.
Tuesday
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
working, so I'm not
Okay.
gonna see you then either.
yeah.
All
All
right.
So screw you, Roger.
Nice
I'll
to
see
meet
you
you.
on Friday.
Later, Rich. Have a good one.
We'll talk.
Have a
yeah.
good one.
Thanks, Rich.
So,
I want to go back to something Grognard said like
Yeah.
9 minutes ago, but apologies. But he said Free League can do no wrong. I've been hovering on this for a bit. He said Free League can do no wrong.
yeah.
I will. I just want to throw out there the Electric State Special Edition Core Rulebook. That's all. That's all I
Was-
wanted to say about that.
Was it
Yeah.
was it bad? Well,
I
so
got rid of it. I got rid of it. So
so
yeah, it was bad.
Tora did say Free League has embraced safety tools, which sucks.
Yeah, but whatever. Like I mean, I don't know. I get it. I get some people
I-
don't like safety tools,
I think
but if
they're
they put a
stupid.
paragraph in the beginning of the book or whatever, like I mean, whatever. I don't know.
I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure I know what this is in reference to, and I think it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Electric State didn't sell that well because even I got a free PDF for them. Yeah, I didn't get Electric State. My Free League is
have that.
largely Forbidden Lands and Dragonbane. That's my Free
Man,
League footprint.
I wish I could find a picture of the special edition
Yeah,
core rulebook. It was
there we
it
go.
was that bad. Like there's not even a picture of it that exists. I can
Yeah.
find. It's that bad. It's that bad. So
Yeah,
it's just this horrible like pink cover.
yeah.
Yeah, just not. I didn't like it. Nothing
Yeah.
against the game, but
Steven, I did send Stan on Discord since he was talking about Dundergar's site to get the physicals. So that's it.
I found it.
Totally worth it. He
Mhm.
makes good adventures for Dragonbane.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to order some of those because I didn't do his Kickstarter, and I really just wanted the adventures, and that wasn't something you could do with the Kickstarter. So
Yeah,
I think I'll have to order them because they look good.
I need to run more Dragonbane.
I do too. I go back and forth so much on what I want to run, but like Dragon Bane is my favorite non-D&D style fantasy game by far. Is Dragon Bane.
Ooh, do I like Dragonbane more than Forbidden Lands?
oh boy.
I don't know.
Man.
Well, Dragon Bane's kind of like Forbidden Lands light.
Yeah, it kind of is. So I don't know.
Well,
That would be
it's
hard to
good.
rank those two. I
Yeah,
probably like
maybe.
Dragonbane
Yeah.
more.
Well, I don't know. I'm going to talk about this in a couple weeks.
Yeah, because you just started
Tuesday.
running it, right?
Well, Forbidden Lands, yeah, but I'm going to do a show on things we've changed on, like things we've changed our mind on.
Okay.
And like I'm going to bring that up then. But there's some stuff about Forbidden Lands that I'm not sure if I'm okay with or not. Which
I get that.
If I am okay with them, that all of a sudden it means that there's other things that other systems that I've pushed out that I think I'm okay with.
Other
So-
year zero engine systems or
No. I'll talk about it in a couple weeks. Things like
All right.
Cypher System, which
Ah.
is a crazy comparison there, but
I'm
yeah.
I think
intrigued.
the thing with like
Yeah.
Dragon Bane and Forbidden Lands. Now I haven't played Forbidden Lands.
No.
I have it all, but I haven't played it. But
Yep.
I think the focus of those two games is different.
Taurus says Dragonbane's greater than Forbidden Lands. Fight me. Yeah.
It depends on what you want to do.
Yeah.
If you want a game that's heavy exploration and
Forbidden
into
Lands.
all of that stuff, like then Forbidden Lands, I think is the
Yeah.
thing you want to go with.
Dragon Bane has some of that stuff. I mean, that's why it's called Forbidden Lands Light, but
Yeah.
it's not to the extent that
It's
I
a more
really like the Forbidden Lands inventory system. I really like how that works.
yes.
with the, dice
Dragonbane is D100 roll under divided by 5. It's a D20 roll under
Yeah.
system. It's
Yeah,
really
you just
fun
use a
and
D20
really easy.
instead.
No, I can't.
Super simple.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
with
drop
just
a picture
enough
of the,
Crunch in it to make it not
Yep.
overly simple.
I dropped a screenshot of in the Grognards Assemble Discord chat there, so you
Nice.
can see that's the Electric State cover,
Oh,
the normal
that's horrible.
cover, and the special edition.
I see.
And the old cover's
Cover.
1,000 times better.
Well,
I sold that at CNY.
yeah, I
did
mean,
an
the
auction.
special edition cover is kind of swastika-esque.
Well, I mean that aside, I mean it just like
Or
it's
70s
just,
disco.
really not great.
Yeah.
So
Man, if I paid for a special edition, I got that, I'd be a little upset.
Paul, I'll talk about that in a couple weeks. In a couple weeks. I think it's one of the things that I've
Change your
that I'm
mind.
coming around to. I'm changing my mind
Nice.
on that.
Oh, nice.
Good. Because Dragon
So-
Main's great.
I
Yeah.
mean, my
It's-
only issue with it, well, I mean, other than the roll low, like feels bad, like that's always a thing in my brain, you
I
know.
get that.
But
Big number good.
the-
We're conditioned to it.
the thing that really got me is that they're all, for the most part, like fixed difficulty.
Okay.
Like you know what I mean, and that's like a problem for me. And I know the arguments, and there's armor and things and all that, but it's just a
Banes and
I don't know,
boons. And,
but I think I'm coming around to it. I'm coming around to it about not giving a shit about that, and about, you know, not caring about like the realism and stuff. And so I think that's like one of the things, and one of the reasons why I wanted to talk about, you know, the changing the mind thing.
That'll be fun.
nice.
So, but Paul's gonna jump on too.
Ooh, that'll be
rumor has
good.
it.
So we can hear about how much he hates all
So-
D20 games.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm sure that'll come up a little bit, you know.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm
but,
just kidding. I like
yeah.
Paul.
No, I think it'll be a good discussion.
Yeah.
You know.
Cool.
So, fun times. So,
Nice. Well,
Yeah.
I know we're getting pretty close to wrap up time. Is there anything else you guys wanted to touch on for what
Are
the
we?
topic was
Oh,
in
geez.
theory? Yeah, it's almost
I actually
Not hard.
I got about a half a page of notes that
Okay.
I had before we started, and I think we covered everything there.
yeah.
No, I-
I had a bulleted list, and I had thievery as number one, stealing things. I
Yeah, I
had
was just gonna say that.
real world inspiration, right?
Yeah.
I talked about that a little bit with like the crocodiles and the cathedral thing. I had reskinning existing adventures because I think there's some fun and creative aspects to that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I had just doodling. I didn't really talk about that, but sometimes I'll just start kind of doodling dumb shit
Doodling
on a
stuff,
notebook. Yeah. And then it becomes a thing.
You know what I find like kind of helps, and this is like ridiculous, right? And but I do this, okay? Whenever you're watching a TV show or a movie,
Mhm.
gamify everything.
Yeah.
You know, like okay, like he shoots a shot and then like barely misses or whatever, you know what I mean? Then it's like, oh, okay. So he
Yeah.
like rolled, he's like one short in the AC, or like he's one thing, or like, oh, and then he's gonna do it again. So maybe he's pushing the roll, or oh, that's a failure, or this is a jump check. You know what I mean? And like you start running that, and you can like convert things, you know, like from a movie onto paper, and you can convert it to like whatever genre or whatever system that you want, you know.
Okay.
And I think that's like important to do that, you know, like take notes or like memorize, you know, and then because everything's a reference, so use it, especially if it's already timed out on a screen or whatever. Then
Yeah.
you know, just use that, write down the beats, you know. And Robin Laws wrote a book about it's called Beating the Story, and it's about how to, you know, upbeat, downbeat, like different kind of beats and stuff. And you could do that and make that like into a rough outline of an adventure. You know, just fill in what you need to.
Yeah,
But
I like it.
that's you know, yeah.
So J Bash thinks we should do a stream where we roll up some adventures using the Throne of Adventure design.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. I mean,
I think that'd be
that's-
fun.
that's definitely, like I said, like I was talking about doing one of my Tuesday streams like that, doing like what is it, 19 hexes is 3 rings.
Yeah.
I think of like hexes, and like randomly like going through either using Shadow Dark or some, you know, simple,
Just like use the
generation
procedures. Yeah.
use a procedure, just generate the things, and then go around and say, okay, what's here? Like let's put something in this hex, something in this hex, something over here, and then and then we can go through the tome of and just do exactly what we did, right?
Yeah.
Say, hey, like what's in this hex? Let's roll randomly. Oh, it's a temple, you know, and then like we just go around and, you know, we can flip open the tome of adventure design or any other book and try and, you know, figure that out. Hamlet's
I'm
Hit
going to call it
Points,
the pickled onion plague doctors of Promontory Point.
There you go. Yeah.
That's what I'm going to make.
Hamlet's Hit Points is very good.
Yeah.
Very good as well. Robin Laws. Yeah. Robin Laws has a lot of great books. Stan runs Dragonbane at CNY. Look at that.
That'd be fun.
I didn't know that. That'd be cool
So-
if he's gonna.
That would be cool. Yeah, we could totally do that on a stream. I think that'd be a lot of fun.
But yeah.
if you guys want to like roll on the tables and stuff, I can kind of scribe it out and then we can post it as like a markdown file for people if they want to screw
Yeah.
around with it. That'd be fun.
Oh yeah, no, that's definitely would be the goal, is to
Yeah,
like get
or
everything
just
written
put it
down
out
and
there.
everything.
Yeah.
And then put it out there and be like, look, this is how easy it is to generate a thing. And plus, here's like a starting town and like a whole world. And
Well, you
you
could
know,
do it
all
on
that.
multiple streams. There's like procedures for like generating a town. There's procedures for
Yeah.
generating the hexes. You could generate the, like that would be a fun series.
Yeah.
It would be
Yeah.
cool too to like hear back from people if they used it, you know, what they did and
Yeah. What did you guys do? What did you add to it?
yeah, how did it
Yeah.
go?
Get like
What-
play
yeah,
reports.
how did you change it?
Sell it on drive-through. Well, yeah, I mean, I would like eventually, if it was done and it was like a handful of pages, I would put it on drive-through and just as a, as like a free download or whatever.
Yeah. This is like a freebie.
Just so people can get it,
Thank you, J Bash.
So, yeah, good stuff.
Very cool.
Somebody had a
Good stuff.
title there
So,
for it in the comments.
Oh, you're talking about my title?
Yeah, your title. I
Yeah.
saw was a title flash real quick.
Yep. No, that's what I'm gonna call it.
I like it.
Yep.
yeah,
So, well,
good stuff.
gentlemen, thank you very much for joining me tonight. As
Yeah,
always, it was a
thanks for
pleasure.
having me.
Time.
Stan, I love
Thank
having you on, bud.
Thanks, man.
Thanks
I
for having
appreciate
me.
it.
Well, what about me? Do you love having me on?
I also love having you on.
Mhm.
You're like my
Yes.
brother from another mother, dude.
I love it.
So,
I love it.
but
No, thank
yeah, I
you,
think
guys.
next week Ed is going to rejoin us, and the topic for next week was going to be all things Shadow Dark, because Ed
Oh,
is a Shadow Dark main, if you will. Shadow Dark main GM is his main system. So, and I know I've got opinions. Stan, if you want to join, you got opinions. Rich has opinions. Roger has opinions. I think it'll be a good time. Talk about Shadow Dark.
Me have opinions?
Yeah.
On something?
Yeah.
No.
So, thanks to Pluribus.
Yeah, let's do it.
So, anything else you guys want to close out with before we close down the stream?
That's it. Appreciate
Love it.
everybody
Hey,
watching
love
and
you
the
guys.
support.
Yeah, appreciate it. Play what
Yeah,
you want to play. Don't let
play more
anything-
games.
Don't let home brewing scare you. Just do it.
Yes, agreed.
Just do it.
Play more games. So, thanks, you all. Have a great night.
Just do it. Yeah. Take care, everybody.
Bye, all.